I was someone unable to do things alone. From go to a restaurant, from travel, from activities, from to do anything. I was someone that couldn't do anything by myself. Like I just didn't want it to do it. It's like if I wasn't able to do anything by myself. Until I got to the point where I felt that was creating like a sort of elimination with limitation within myself. Because there were certain times that, let's say, I would invite someone to do an activity that I really, really wanted to go. And if they say no, which is not a problem, but if they say no, even though I still wanted to do it, I wouldn't do it. I would be like, oh, I'm alone. I don't want to do such a thing because I'm alone, and I don't want to be I don't want to be alone, and I don't want to go alone, right? That was creating a limitation within myself, and I started to feel that was like it was one time that I really wanted to do something like badly, something really badly, and I asked someone uh, to come with me, and that person say no, but I still wanted to go badly, and for the first time, I got my things and went to do it. And honestly, since that day, since that day, that literally broke the ice of something. That literally unlocked something within myself. Because after I got the place and I was doing my activity and I was having all this fun, after I was freaking out of going to a place by myself, but I ended up going and I ended up enjoying it. My friend, that unlocked something in myself. Since that day, I started to doing everything by myself. From going to a restaurant, from traveling, from going to a bar, from going to the park, from going to the middle of nowhere as well. By myself. This is where it gets scary. Well, not scary, but it gets interesting. From being a person, from being someone unable to do something by herself, now I want to do everything by myself. And I also started discovering that is blocking something within me now. I know, it might sound contradicting, but it literally feels like it's okay. I don't believe in coincidence, first of all. So I feel like everything was like a part of something. Like first, I couldn't do anything by myself. Alright. Then I started doing everything by myself. Like loneliness gets to the point that you just like it too much. It gets to the point that you enjoy it too much to the point that you don't even want to be around people anymore. And I don't know if this is me experiencing this thing right now. But also, don't get me wrong. It also depends the company. I like good company. I like to have good conversations. Conversations that make sense. You know? We can talk about things that don't make sense for a little bit, but the whole conversation talking about things that don't make sense. I feel like my brain is getting fried. Not just my brain. I feel like my soul is getting fried. I'm like, no, I can't do this. No, this is pointless. The more you know yourself, the more you know other people. And in that transition, it literally just feels like all that thing that I was saying. Loneliness, company, and now you're enjoying loneliness, and now it feels so scary. It literally feels so scary. It literally feels so scary. And it feels like I need to I need to be in my tribe. It's like that time that I couldn't do anything by myself. I saw certain things, I experiment certain things, I learned certain things. So now, back, now I'm by myself. For the first time I'm doing everything by myself, experiencing everything by myself. That also taught me certain things. I learned certain experience by being alone, by being by myself. I got to learn myself. I'm still learning. I don't want to talk like if I have everything figured out because no, I don't have everything figured out. But we all trying to do the best for ourselves. I mean, that's the goal, right? So, I learned certain things being alone, and it feels really good because now from seeing all those two transitions, all those lessons from different situation, from being surrounded a lot of people to now being alone, right? Now you look at things like it's not doing things. It's not. The point is okay. It's not doing things. It's not the activity, right? It's with who you're gonna do the activity. Like I can do the activity by myself, no problem. But now, if the person that's coming, or the persons that are coming to the activity, are not as equal as enjoying good company, it could be a little tedious dealing with things. And I mean by this emotional intelligence. And again, doesn't mean I have everything figured out, but you know, loneliness teach you a lot of things. A lot of things. What am I scared of loneliness because it just feels too good? And now I feel that I can. Okay. I literally feel like I need to start back to socializing, if that makes sense. But back to socializing in a different way because I already have experiment both socializing because for the sake of it, because not wanting to be alone. So now I'm going back into the socializing thing, but it's kind of like more different. I don't know if you guys have ever heard this thing. Sort of the other day, that is like date your frequency, not your type. So it's kind of like goes in the same way. Socialize your frequency, not your type. And I literally feel that could avoid us so many headaches from certain human beings that hasn't healed their inner child. And not just that, because that's one thing. But not even wanting to do it, that's another thing. Not even wanting to do it. Not even have the capacity to look within yourself and analyze yourself in a way that you understand yourself. Like, for example, my examples. For example, not be able to take decisions or changing your mind often That's low frequency. I consider as low frequency. Like struggling to make a decision. I mean, I know some decisions are hard, but if it's something that happens like regularly, that you need other people's opinions all the time, even to buy a pair of shoes, that's kind of crazy. So what do you think of this? What do you think of that? What do you think? Should I buy this? Should I buy that? Oh, should I get this? Should I get that? No, no. Get what you want to get. Learn what do you like. Learn what you don't like. What do you mean? What color should? Why do you mean? What color should you get? Do you don't know what colors you like? Seriously? And certain things like that. I mean, you're the one. That's just an example. You're the one that gonna wear the shoes, not me. Pick the color that you like. Yeah, I can tell you that maybe green, orange, yellow will look better with your complexion. If you have, just just an example. But what I'm trying to say is, I feel like now it's time to go back into socializing, but socializing in a different way. In a different way. It's like I already have the whole thing, and now it's time to jump in and put my skills into work. If all the work that I did internally actually worked, that I actually, that you actually passed the test, certain things. It's like jumping back into socializing. Does that mean you're gonna do the same as before? No, probably not, because my brain won't be able to take it. It will drive me insane. It will drive me nuts. It will drive me nuts, matter of fact. But you see, like I'm here. A few years ago, there's no way I would have done this by myself. And I'm enjoying this. This is kind of like one of my type of funs. Here, I can hear the birds. Sometimes I can hear the trees moving side to side, cracking, like if they're talking to each other. I'm also talking to myself, to my soul. If you experiment loneliness and maybe you feel uncomfortable about it, or maybe you're just liking it, enjoy it. Trying to learn the most you possibly can from it. Because there's gonna be a point you're gonna have to jump back out. We cannot be locked out forever, isn't it? I don't think that's a good idea. We also need socialize with other human beings. But this time, we're gonna do it different. You know why we're gonna do it different? Because now we often love loneliness. We love loneliness. We're not scared to be alone. We're not scared to do things alone. We're not scared to die alone. We're just not scared. This time, we can just withdraw our energy. And that's the lesson where I think I had to learn in that period of time. It's not a punishment. Nothing was a punishment. Nothing is a punishment. It's just a lesson that I had to learn. So what I did, let me tell you, glad I did. I'm glad I did. Now I'm more mindful about who jumps. Not who jumps, the heck. Who I allow into my life. And I think you should be more mindful as well. Who you allow in your life. Is it the people that you allow in your life draining your energy, make you feel tired, mentally, physically, spiritually? Make you feel like you'd rather to be alone than being with certain people? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I got to learn. That's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. See you until the next video. Bye.